Saggies, aka Sagittariuses, welcome back or welcome. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe over here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continuing support. We just broke 100 subscribers on my new channel, and I'm very grateful for that. Let's keep all the subscribers going up, 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 up. I would appreciate that. So, I typically don't use this deck, but I was called to use it. So let's see why I was called to use it and see if it resonates with you. Keep in mind that this reading can be for your sun, moon, rising, and sometimes Venus. If this turns into a love reading, it's your Venus. So if this message does not resonate with you, check out your rising, your moon, and your Venus signs to see if those ones will resonate with you better. Okay? Let's get to it. I know not too many Sagittariuses watch these readings, but the ones that are here, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. So, let's see what, I'm trying to feel what Spirit wants me to do here. All right, wants me to take from the bottom, so we're going to take from the bottom. Aromatherapy will be good for you at this time. If you don't have oils, you can always, if you have like mint in your yard, in your garden, you can use mint, lavender, any kind of herb in your garden you can put in your bathtub. Take a bath with that. I always suggest using Epsom salt in your baths, or any kind of salt, really. There's all kinds of great salts out there. You are not alone. So if you're feeling like a weirdo, like people don't resonate with you, you're not alone. There's more of us weirdos out there, okay? You are not the only weirdo out there, my friend. Anger issues. All right, so they're either you or somebody else involved might have some anger issues, needing to step back from the emotions, retreating, which I know Sagittarius are very well at doing, is retreating, going on their own, taking trips, going hiking, doing martial arts, things like that, trying to control your anger. If there's somebody else in your environment who has anger issues, that can be a problem. We can try and see if we can elaborate on that. You are so sweet. So the Sagittariuses that are watching, you're a very sweet person. Just know that if there's somebody or something in your life that's making you feel like you're not a good person, you are sweet. You're not alone. Spirit is recognizing that you are a sweet soul. Something better is coming. Something better is coming. That's very oh, look at that. You came up in your own reading, Sagittarius. That's so great. So that's a confirmation, okay? Something better is coming, Sagittarius. So hold your ground. Know that you're a sweet person. Don't let anything around you make you feel like you're not anything other than a sweet human being that may have anger issues, but a lot of us do. I'm not a Sag, but you know, I don't trust myself. So some of you may not trust yourself and your responses because we do have anger issues here. That's okay. You know, the thing is getting help for that. Is figuring out like how to control those anger issues. Many people have anger issues because you're not alone. We all have issues, right? Some of us have issues that are anger. Some of us have issues that are just too emotional. You know, it's nothing that's just focused on you. This has a lot to do with our collective response. Clean up your space. So Spirit is suggesting to clean up your space. Dust, like I need to dust. I don't know if you can see that, but I need to dust. Clean out your space. If you have things that maybe past lovers have gifted you, consider getting rid of that, okay? We don't need things that other people have given to us. In fact, I'm looking at a vape to quit smoking over here as I'm coughing. I did take up a habit of smoking cigarettes after 10 years when my dog died. And so I had a love interest that gifted me a vape. And I still have that vape. And so I'm looking at it, and after this turns off, it's going in the trash. Why? Because I don't want their energy in my house. I threw away all their gifts. And so sometimes not throwing them away, but maybe cleansing them and giving them to somebody else. Or if you have crystals that were gifted to you, put them back into nature. Let them sit by a river, you know? And then maybe somebody else, after it's cleansed from the river, they can pick it up and take it home for themselves. We don't have to keep all this stuff that other people have gifted us. That holds energy, right? All right, so we have Page of Wands reversed. This might become messy. Temperance. So we have Page of Wands reversed and Temperance. I haven't been congested all day, and all of a sudden I'm clearing my throat. Interesting. Oh my goodness, look at all these cards that fell. Okay, we got a story. All right, Sag. We have the Tower reversed. We have Queen of Swords, upright. Judgment. I'll read this in a minute. Seven of Pentacles, upright. The Lovers, upright. The High Priestess. Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Magician. And on the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. Okay. So the Page of Wands reversed. Not being allowed to express yourself. Feeling like you can't express yourself. Feeling more on the point here is feeling like you can't express your creativity. There's this magic about you. There's this vibrancy about you, which I'm seeing in the Temperance card with the rainbow here. There is this I can't think of words. Words are very confusing for me right now. But since there's not very many of you watching this, it's okay. I'm not tripping. Don't judge me. But so Temperance is having patience, having one foot in the ground and one foot up, as to say, I'm ready to either stay grounded or fly away. I can stay grounded here in the waters of emotion, or I can fly away into the rainbow of illusion or whimsicalness. So it's kind of, so what I'm feeling is like you're ready to pounce on something, but you're also ready to stay back. You're very neutral, is what I'm trying to say. The Tower, you may have had something that happened very recently or very suddenly, but now you're okay to allow that to move on. This could also be in your mind, okay? So you might be having some Tower moments that has to do with your inner self. You know, you're not allowing Spirit to direct you at the moment. You're very, very much still in a neutral position and not seeing the signs that need to be saw. And it might be because of either you have this stubbornness about you, because the Queen of Swords can be very, very stubborn, very, very straight to the point, very analytical, and it's a good card to have. You know, it's not a bad card. It just can be a very brutal bite. Sorry for the clearing of the throat. It's happening here. So, then Judgment. So what is being judged on your part? Is there something being judged that has to do with you being so analytical, or possibly, so let me look at this. Typically, I don't have this many cards out all at once in the beginning. So maybe you have said something to somebody in recently that has caused some kind of mental tower. So you feel bad about what you said, possibly. Because you're very direct. Sagittarius are very direct, much like Geminis. You know, we're the opposite sign, but we're very much alike. So maybe, you know, you have to have patience with yourself, with your smart tongue, with that biting tongue. You have to not judge yourself so much when it comes to that, because you're just being honest, but it can be a very sarcastic type of honesty, right? But you do have the ability to choose the direction of where you lead that energy toward. You have many different lovers is choices. You have, in the Seven of Pentacles, you have choices. You have different outlets on how to express yourself. So it's all about having patience with yourself and knowing which direction where to go. Because the Page of Wands is in the beginning and it's reversed. So it's like you may have been ready to create something, but then you put your 2 cents in with whoever you're creating this situation with, and now you kind of feel like you're judging yourself. Maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. But you have many options on how to communicate, many choices on how to communicate. You are a wise person. You know what direction you want to go in. The Queen of Wands, again, very, very beautiful, very majestic, can be kind of the player of the women energy type vibe. This could mean multiple things. So I'm stumped here, because this could be a relationship. So, maybe a relationship you got into your mind to allow to not on purpose, but accidentally, to allow your inner thoughts to kind of disrupt the flow. I almost feel like I should start this over, because this is a very confusing reading. So, with the Queen of Wands, very stoic, very nurturing, very confident, very ready to be in their own power and to control everything within it. 7 of Cups, another card of having multiple options here. So there's multiple options, but multiple options of what? Because we have the Lovers, we have Patience, the Magician. So what is it that you want? What is it that you need to focus on? What is it that you actually need to pounce on here? Clean up your space. So this is right by clean up your space. What is it in your life that needs to be cleaned out? What are you having patience for? Are you going through some kind of turmoil internally that you have to have patience with something? There's this judgment that you or somebody else is putting onto you that has to do with many options, many choices. Have you decided to choose this path over this path? And has this path that you chose not to go with affecting other people? Are they bringing their own opinions in onto you because you chose a different path? This is a very confusing reading, you guys. Let's see if we can get some more here. The Magician. Clean up your space. So with the Magician and cleaning up your space, this is all energetic space here. This is maybe moving on to a new direction of Sagittarius, please. So is this cleaning up your mental space, your energetic space? Possibly. 8 of Voices reversed. Getting out of your head. getting out of this mental stagnancy that you've been put in. The wheel reversed. Stopping karmic cycles from going over and over and over again. Two of emotions. Actually focusing on what you really want is two of emotions. So it's like getting out of your head, allowing yourself to get out of this vicious cycle that you keep finding yourself in, and finally making a decision on where you want to go. With the Magician, allowing the new, creating the new. On the bottom of the deck is 8 of Materials, and then this fell out, 3 of Inspiration reversed. So this is, so you finally set a direction of where you want to go. And this is finally saying, okay, this is where I need to go, with the 3 of Inspirations reversed. Finally making a decision here. Strength, being powerful enough to go forward with that decision. What is this mess that I need to clean up? Whether it was created by you or somebody else, there is a mess that needs to be cleaned up. 8 of Materials, so being very focused on creating something new, putting the work into something new. It could be therapy, it could be a new project, and then the Lovers came up again on the bottom, and the Magician came up again. Okay, so the Lovers and the Magician. Choosing the path that you need to go on, that you can create a new reality, basically. Leaving behind this old, whatever it is you're leaving behind, this old viewpoint or other people's viewpoints on you, or whatever it is, it's going to take work. So you have to put in the work, and you have to be strong enough to put in the work. And, not expect things to happen with the 3 of Inspiration reverse, is not expecting an outcome, but doing things for you because it makes you happy. It gives you direction. You have a direction, but you don't need to please other people in the meantime. And then the Lovers and the Magician coming out again is choices, making a final decision and actually creating it, manifesting it. And I love how the Lotus just shines in this. And then you also have the Lotus on the top as well. So we have many flowers on the bottom, or many leaves here on the bottom with the bottom Lotus, and then we only have a couple here. So when it comes to the higher realms, the higher chakras, the less Lotus means the more I want to say the more power, but it doesn't necessarily mean more power, but it does mean more knowledge. So which within each Lotus leaf here, there is a multitude of knowledge in here. And under here is like all these little beliefs. So it's like merging the two. Merging the infinite with the minute. I don't know how much this is going to relate to anybody. This is very confusing for me, but I'm just going to keep talking. So hopefully somebody gets something out of this. I want to see from the Black Mirror deck. Let's see what we have here. So we're going to go for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please. Okay, I really have no idea if any of this has made sense. This is one of the most complicated readings that I've done for a long time. Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Forgetting oneself. Trying to please other people. Forgetting oneself. Which kind of looks like a Sagittarius, right? It kind of looks like a Sagittarius person right here. Just forgetting oneself, like trying to please other people. That's just what keeps coming into my mind. Bottom of the deck, blinded to pain. Again, numbing things out, possibly doing drugs or